Yo, what's good, man? It's OG Drill. You're new to that channel, go ahead and press the subscribe button. Also, hit the bell. Also, smash the thumbs up. This is a channel where we talk about the spiritual truth and how to utilize energy on a day-to-day basis. So today, y'all, I want to talk about the subconscious mind and necessarily how to activate it and what power do you get when you activate it. And so how do you know if it's active, basically. So today, when you think about the subconscious mind, I want you to look at it like being a computer that's already, you know what I'm saying, that's already filled out with the answers, basically. Compared to your conscious as being something that's with this new formed body, or AKA the brain. So it's, you know what I'm saying, it's just learning to what's going on in this realm of reality. So when the conscious and subconscious is aligned, you'll find yourself able to be, you know what I'm saying, happy with ever. You know what I'm saying? Like, most people, they can have all the money in the world, all the stuff in the world. I'm talking about the girls or however, and vice versa. You know what I'm saying? And it's just not enough. So when we start talking about how to do that way, that is because they're not subconsciously aligned. So they can't even appreciate their actual self first. And it brings health, and not only health, it also brings, you know, to who wouldn't want to make it to the heavenly realms. You know what I'm saying? So not only through that, it's also your purpose. So when we start talking about how the subconscious work, you have to know off rip, the first step is that you have a purpose. See, that step is very important because we are being reprogrammed and put under, you know what I'm saying, this type of agenda that we're not allowed to basically activate this power. So now we don't have this faith inside ourselves. Now we don't really know what love necessarily is. We don't understand what to do in a chaotic situation. It's like faith, you know what I'm saying? We don't have faith, we have hope. It's like, you know, so it's like when you get intact with this, you find out that you have more strength to do things. You have more fire. So when we start talking about this also, you have to know that your fire is being affected by this, which is your spirit, or AKA your will of what you want to put into something. So when we think about how is your subconscious mind being taken on a fake note, it's basically having you believing that a outside source that's like not too far. I'm gonna say like not an outside source as in astrology terms, but an outside source as in like exo. You know what I'm saying? So that's like within the earth. So, you know, you'll start believing in this power. So you don't have the higher power accepted because you're accepting another being as the higher power of you. You get what I'm saying? So when you're more intact with this, this would be called, aka some people would say, and more intact with your higher self. So that's basically what I'm saying on that note. But when it comes down to how it works and how you can tap in and activate this energy, it's like you have to know when to cut off bad branches, such as friendships, such as thoughts, a whole bunch of things. So you have to also cut away that you say if you have a laziness towards your goal, you have to cut that away too, because that is known as a negative emotion. Or when we talk about this, like negative emotions and negative thoughts, negativity, when you're not in line with each other, your negativity has, you know what I'm saying, more power than your positive thoughts. You know what I mean? So that's why sometimes when you be thinking about something, it seems like the negative stuff be wanting to stay on your mind longer than the positive stuff. You know what I mean? That letting you know right now that your subconscious is not aligned with your consciousness. Or saying, I'm going to just say that your subconscious is fully awoke. You get what I'm saying? So when we start thinking about how to activate this, like when I say cut the branch off the tree, it's the wickedness. So it's like when you think of bad thoughts, you have just like a computer. You have a copy, a paste, a delete button, right? When you look at information and you gain information from your subconscious line, I mean subconscious being flamed, you will see that you're able to grab bits and pieces of information and put them together. That's copy and paste on that type of note. And you will see that when it comes down to memorizing it and how your body will react to it, you'll know things not to do. You know what I mean? So like your subconscious is telling you like, no, that ain't what you want to do. And it's literally the thing that you do not want to do. You get what I'm saying? So like the other way around, if you're not in contact with that, or you're not, you know what I'm saying, it's not as flamed, your conscious is going to have more decisions, because right now you're living as a conscious being. You get what I'm saying? So it is now at the front. It is now is labeled as the first, and the subconscious is labeled as the secondary. So it's like your brain is doing everything first without you even worried about a conscious decision. You get what I'm saying? So when you start being AKA awoke or aware, you start noticing that certain decisions are made to throw you off. Certain decisions shouldn't even be in your head. Certain decisions, you know what I'm saying? Emotions, I'm going to say that. Emotions shouldn't be going on. So you notice that you can cut away all the negative emotions. You can start seeing the positive emotions. Start seeing the manifestations coming out of things. Like, so now when you want to do something, it's starting to happen in a way that it's work. And not only that, sometimes we'll get a little discouraged and we'll be like, dang, mine must be ain't aligned because things not working in that order. Sometimes it's not that it's not meant to work. Sometimes it's just meant to try other things to expand your, you know what I'm saying, your conscious in this type of way. So you will be able to feed more information to your subconscious. So not only in this realm of reality, in the next one you will understand. You get what I'm saying? So when we starting to learn these things, we have to also learn that not just to be a conscious aware, but to be subconsciously aware. That's why I always say this, the subconscious community. You know what I mean? It's because we know how to, when they're trying to scare us with negative thoughts and trying to put fear in us, because you know fear is the things that keep you in a matrix. Just like how the scientists explain when they're trying to break through all the fears. Just like I said, the stratum fear, all that stuff there, bro, it's all just basically saying the fear within. They just trying to code it and just trying to teach a way that's not even a purpose of learning. You get what I'm saying? So now they kill the purpose of your life. That's all I'm just saying. They make your life purposeless. Like you don't even have a purpose of living, according to them. Because they already know everything. You don't have to figure out nothing and stuff like that. You don't need to go on your own and do a spiritual journey. You don't need all that. They already got all the information. That is what that comes down to. So today we're talking about breaking this programming. It's also, you have to know, when it comes down to love and when it comes down to imagery, it's like they show us things that's not achievable. You know what I'm saying? Not necessarily achievable, but like it's like not being able to cope with, like not being able to love yourself. You know what I mean? So they try to show us images of people that look better in this way, that better in that way, and then you got the society already is within the overall people, so they're talking down on you. So now you may have negative thoughts come around. So now I want to talk about the reverse psychology method of just instead of you taking it like, dang, man, everybody gonna bag me, everybody gonna do me wrong, just look at it as like, oh, when I come in here, I'm gonna show up. It's gonna be awesome. Like, they ain't gonna have to do nothing but respect me. That is when confidence come in. So when it comes down to that, what I'm saying is, on a regular level, they break our confidence. They show that you don't have to do something, and if you can do it, we'll get 1,000 other people to do it. They'll get more likes than you, more views than you, all that type of stuff there. You know, when you start looking at those numbers, to certain people, it means something. But to real spiritual people, it don't really mean nothing to us. You know what I'm saying? Because we already know it's just a bunch of numbers, how you guys using it. A bunch of numbers for y'all to be able to decide who is better than the next person. But really in reality, if you good at this, you may be good at this, somebody may be good at something else. So it may not even matter. And you may look good to these type of people, and you may look good at that. It don't really matter. That stuff is like the stuff, like I'm saying, it literally don't matter. Like, those don't have nothing to do with us ascending. Those is the things that keep us descending, because certain things happen to your body in our life, throughout life, that you can't fix, that you can't change. You know what I mean? Like, literally, you can't change the physical body of it. You know what I mean? So you have to work with what you got, and you just learn how to utilize that. So when it comes down to even saying how the subconscious mind work to that, bro, you could utilize the things you have. You know what I mean? Don't let nobody tell you, oh, because this not working, you cannot do this. I have a friend, bro, tell y'all no lie, this man has like 2 or 3 fingers on one hand. I don't forgot. I literally don't want, no, he got a nub, and on one hand, he got all his hands, but he has a nub. And he's good at playing, you know, PlayStation games and stuff like that, man. So that lets you just know right there, it's like, that's not no stopping him. You know, that type of spirit is the type of spirit that we have to have when we're going into our intentions of manifestation things. So, I mean, making things come to manifestation. So when we try to put this into act, we have to know that our subconscious mind is that heat and that fire, well, that's going to send to the conscious, which has been like the fuel to ignite the things that we want. You get what I'm saying? So that is why you see that they treat women a certain way, to break down the negativity of a woman. You know what I'm saying? Especially if you're a woman, listen here. If you sit there and you have negative thoughts, to yourself about, oh, your body might not look good, your face might not look good. Know this, and this is reality. Somebody gonna like it. No matter what, somebody gonna like it. That's the same thing as men. You know what I mean? And it's also ways that you could put off an energy and not just have a person look at you for your imagery. You know what I mean? But that's why when it's important for you to be intact with somebody that's spiritual as well. So while y'all in this, y'all both have a flame and y'all both could be making things ignite together, making things come to existence. Because if you have negative thoughts, you have to be able to help people get out of those negative thoughts. But it's still at the end of the day, no matter how much somebody help us, it's all left up to you, or you know what I'm saying, the person that's trying to activate this power. Because when you start activating the breath, it feels invincible. You'll find yourself just living. You'll find yourself just kicking back. You'll be like, dang, man, I'm just happy. I don't even know why. Waking up just happy. You know what I'm saying? Because it's so beautiful. You know what I mean? And it's very, very spiritual. It really, really shows this was our purpose of living. You know what I mean? And it shows to you also who the people that's no purpose, that's lacking, and that you do not want to be with. You know what I'm saying? In life. So that's also where you got to cut the soul ties from with them. And I'm going to make a video about that, not to get off subject. But when you start thinking about how things affect you as emotions, our emotions and the stuff comes from sometimes our past experience. Not sometimes, our past experiences. So our past experiences and stuff, history and all that before this body is coming from the subconscious mind. So that is how they kind of use fears. They know that people fear this. They know that people fear that. But in order for you to not be in contact with it, this universe has people like, you know what I'm saying, the Shield of Light Confederation trying to throw you all the way off. Because they're breaking down your spirit. They're showing you like you ain't really worth what you think you're worth. But really, in reality, like I said, that confidence is key when you should really be like, man, you know what? I got it. I don't know what you talking about. You must be looking some other way. Really, you looking at it because you blind, because I'm shining you so bad that you can't even put up with this light. You can't even put up with this good energy. It's too pure for you. It hurt. You know what I'm saying? So it's like saying when we talk about energy and stuff like that, it's the same thing. It's saying that your subconscious is the key. You know what I'm saying? If you don't have that, bro, I don't know why these people out here living. So this is the reason why this video is so important. And as you can see, that you'll be able to literally have the best time of your life without getting this stuff that they taught you and showed you throughout life. Is this what you need? Because trust me, all those wants would never stop. You will always want a new car. You will always want a new TV. You will always want a new laptop. You always want a new something. You know why? Because they're going to keep building it. They're going to keep making it. They're going to, oh, this model, this G7X is better than G8X or something. You know what I mean? Just to confirm that it's better than this one. And that's how we get to this 5G technology now. Who said we need something better than what we already got? Now, that's all the topic, but just saying, man. You know, this is the subconscious community. Learn that, know what it means, put it to use. Stop letting these people fool our people. You know what I mean? It may be, I'm not gonna lie to you. Don't waste your time right now in the area. Don't even waste your time if they're not necessarily trying to grab it. I'm not saying don't throw it by them like, hey, yo, check this channel out, check this video out. I'm not saying don't do that, but don't force it on them. Because if you have to force it on them, they're not ready. And they're not going to be ready until it is their time. So that's why every dog got his day. You know what I mean? And that'll be their day. So whenever they learn that, man. But that's basically what I got to say about the subconscious mind. That's just part one of it, man. We could get deep and we could get onto the how to make the energy, you know, spread from one body to the other and make synchronicity happens. You know what I mean? Sometimes you be thinking of something and another spiritual person be done said it. Or, you know what I'm saying, a day before you, or on another video and you didn't know, or in another, you know what I'm saying, type of way, and all type of stuff, man. So synchronicity works on all levels. So we're going to talk about that as well if y'all guys want to. But, man, I'm going to be uploading more videos now. I had to get my internet and stuff situated, man. I know it'd be days on days it seems like I don't upload. But now I'll be able to. I'll be able to go live. I'll be able to put it in better picture, as you guys can see. So I'm trying to get things better for y'all to be able to be engaged more, you know what I'm saying, to be able to watch the video and also still digest this. Because when we talk about our digestive system, in this case, we got to talk about bull stuff. And this right here is the truth. So it's going to eliminate all that. It's like a detox. You know what I'm saying? It's like you constipated or something like that. And this is like, the, you know what I'm saying? The toilet, the thing to get all of it out of there. I'm just saying it like that. I ain't going to say too much. But, man, I'm out. OG Drip.